Finding an error on a dashboard can be frustrating, and it also can be frustrating to have to diagnose what is actually happening. Today, we'll go over one type of error that could be happening on a dashboard: the unable to display chart. This means there was a chart here and now it's gone. But why is it gone? The error typically says the source sheet was deleted or removed, but that's not always the case. So there are three potential causes of this error. The most common reason for an error like this is because item was deleted or unshared. When you no longer have access to the underlying data, you'll see an error like this. Usually it can be fixed by getting reshared without having to even update the widget. By simply undeleting or resharing that asset, you can refresh the dashboard and see the data populate. The second reason is because the rows that it's looking at have been deleted. So that could be that you were pointing at a metric sheet or a sheet with specific stats, and those rows got deleted or columns were deleted. Or you're pointing at a report and the report filtered out the values in that chart. Both could give you a result like this. And finally, the most surprising error is if the values that were being used have been deleted. So this chart was pointed at a few values, all of which have been cleared, not put to zero, but cleared out. And when they're empty strings, this shows that value. Now, by simply me opening up my view, I'm able to go back to this dashboard and see the data load. It's that simple. But it's difficult to tell because the error doesn't really tell you. Be careful of issues like this and make sure that the data that you're using as a source is always accessible and showing values. It can be quite frustrating to do all this work on a dashboard and then find out there's an error when you want to actually present. If you have questions on these errors, feel free to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.